Welcome to my channel all about decoupage. Hi, I'm Veronica and today we're gonna do a cute snowman Christmas ornament. Are you ready for it? Let's get started. For this project I chose plastic medallion and I painted it with white paint twice, let it dry between each layer. I use rice paper for this project and we are making two identical ornaments. I never cut out my images with scissors, so I use water pen. If you don't have water pen, just use small brush and water. I tear up the rice paper in few places, applied a little bit of glue onto the ornament itself, then I put the rice paper on the ornament and seal it with another amount of decoupage glue. Make sure there is no excess of the decoupage glue on your image because it will dry white, not clear. Let those ornaments dry. Here are the paints I use. Of course, you can use whatever paint suits your image. Don't be afraid to go into the rice paper itself for better blending. All material I use will be put in description below. If I cannot find the material I use for this project, I will put down something very similar to it. As you can see, the rice paper was white, but I painted it light gray and I think it looks much better. After I was satisfied with my painting, I let the images dry. Then I use my trusty Decoupage glitter glue to seal both of the ornaments. Also here, make sure there is no excess of the glue because it will dry white. If you don't have this kind of glue, no worries, you can skip this step. Then it's time to seal our ornaments, so I applied pouring glaze on the ornament 4 times. I let it dry between each layer and the glaze gives the ornaments a glossy look. If you don't have glaze, you can use varnish. On the other side of the ornament, I use air drying clay, some stamp and some molds. So roll out your air drying clay pretty thin. Make sure it is pretty thin, otherwise it will crack upon you upon drying. Then when it's really thin and it fits onto your ornament, just press the stamp into it really hard so the images will come to life. I use some express glue from Pentard on the ornament itself. Then I carefully lifted the clay and put it on the ornament. Then I cut out any excess of the clay. Then I use the same clay in the pearl mold and I apply these pearls on the side of the ornament. I glue them on with the same express glue from Pentard. Then I roll out a little bit of air drying clay and I pressed a stamp staying onto it. I then went ahead and cut off the corners of the clay to make it look a little cute tag. Also, then I glued it on the ornament with the same express glue. If you like these kinds of videos, please do subscribe to my channel or give me a thumbs up or comment. It will mean a lot to me. Then I use a bow mold on the top of the ornament. I always leave my clay to dry before I am painting it. Here are the paints I used for painting the clay. I painted the snowflake image with blue paint and then I wiped off any excess of the paint. The same with the tag, I painted it black and wiped off any excess of the paint with wet towel. The sides of the ornaments I painted light blue. The bow on top of the ornaments I painted green. Then I applied a little bit of beige on the tag itself with a sponge, also a little bit of it on the bow and the pearl design. Then I applied a little bit of white paint with a sponge on the ornament. After the paints were dry, I applied matte varnish to seal the clay part. If you don't have or don't want to use matte varnish, you can use a glossy one, water-based varnish. Then of course it needs to dry. For a little bit of decor I use snow crystal paint, 3D red pen and green pearl pen. This step is of course fully optional and you don't have to do it. The last step, of course fully optional, is to add ribbon to the ornament. And after adding ribbon, we are done. And here they are, two identical snowman ornaments. A little bit of close up on them. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this tutorial, please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please do give me a thumbs up or a comment. Let me know in the comments if you do decorate for Christmas in snowman theme. Until next time, bye!